What's up, everybody? We're back on the New Farmer Cow Experience. We are starting out taking care of some cows. I already threw a bale of hay in for this pasture here. The other ones I don't believe are going to need any attention for the month. We have 2-month-olds. These are 11-month-old. I do plan on selling them this next month. I need to look at prices on corn. Says we should be selling corn right now, is what we need to be doing. Hello, tractor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in the red tractor because that is the fastest tractor we got. And I'm going to start getting ready to sell the corn at the grain feed location. So what we going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start taking care of cows. Something I do want to talk about. I was looking through mods, and while I was looking through mods, I noticed that there was a couple different cow barn options that we were going to probably try out. I didn't like that they were kind of cheaper on the cheaper end, but I do like the ability to put more food in it, because that's like our main limitation right now as far as how many cows we can put in our fields. Because, for example, right now I'm thinking 36 is going to be about the max I can do for this field here, because it only holds, I think it's 11,000, so we can get 11,000 in there and then a full 8,000 bale. And I don't believe we're going to run out of food, because if we run out of food or water, their health is going to drop down to 0%, and then they're not going to be worth the money anymore. So then we would have to spend a full month trying to get their health back up in order to make them worth the price to sell them. I guess technically their price wouldn't be still less than what they were when we bought them, but we're still trying to get max profit. That's always going to be the goal. While he's gone, we're going to take care of the other pastures with water, and then I'm thinking we'll probably do hay. In fact, I would like to try out our auto baling setup we got over here. Hopefully it works a little better now. So what we want to do is put them in operating mode. We're going to go to a stop. We're going to go to hey stop. While he's doing that, what I want to try to do is hop over here and visit. We're going to get 2 bales out, and in theory that tractor will run around here. He's going to stop right here. Once it gets here, we're going to hop in and tell it to go back to start. And in theory, while he's riding past these bales right here, he is going to be able to pick them up and keep on going without me being in the tractor. So hey, start, get out. He's in operate mode. He picked up the 2 bales, nice. He goes down the hill of death. And then he's going to go around there, he's going to go through there, he's going to go back up to that road, and then he's going to stop over there near the barn. So with that working, I do have something I want to talk about. I was in the process of going through an ARK playthrough, and I decided I wasn't having a good time recording it. I enjoy playing the game, but I evidently don't enjoy recording the game. So I didn't want to continue recording while not enjoying myself while recording. So I feel like that would come through in my gameplay. If I'm not enjoying it, you guys are going to be able to tell, and I don't want to leave a sour taste in people's mouths, I guess. So with that being said, I do plan on starting next week, because this will be a Friday episode for the week. I'm going to start trying to do farm twice a week, because I am really enjoying playing this game while recording it, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the playthrough and all of that good stuff. So we'll go ahead and throw the plug out there. If you're enjoying my content, please make sure to leave me a like and a sub. It lets me know you're enjoying my content. And the more important part is, if you can think of a way that I can improve my playthroughs or make my farming life easier, don't hesitate to leave me a comment and let me know how I can make my gameplay more enjoyable or make my farming experience more easy. I guess it's not really a good way of saying it, but make my farming experience easier. So with that being said, we're going to continue on taking care of these cows. We just got a load up to here. Let's see what 28,000 liters of corn is going to get us. So we're going to unload the corn. I'm hoping that we are going to be able to buy a new field this episode. Let's see what else. I really, like I said in the past episodes, I really would like 7 and 8 before they are ready to be harvested, because they have decided to plant corn there. So we could go ahead and get that corn as well, while practically for free, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But we got to make some money in order to do that. So our first trailer load was 28,000 liters. We made $38,000. It's pretty snazzy. Still would have liked a little bit more than that, but it is definitely not the end of the day. Alright, so with this, we're at cow pasture 3. I am going to run this back to the house. Come on, make it up the hill. You can do it. Okay. But I would like to pay 7 and 8. It would be nice to get both of them this episode. I highly doubt that's going to happen. But on the positive side, we've got cows to sell next month. The cows are taken care of for the month, almost. So what I need to do, this should be the right one. We are going to tell you to go to cow pasture 2. And with that, he's going to go over here. We're going to throw one in. We're going to throw one in, and then we're going to just take care of the cows. Once we take care of the cows, I'll hop back in if while we're taking care of the cows, we start loading up another cart full of corn. And we'll just hop in and out while we're doing a little bit of selling and a little bit of animal care that we're doing right now. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. The red tractor obviously is back home. We'll go ahead and load up another cart full of corn. And then we're going to send that back on its way. We're done taking care of the cows for the month. We might just do this one more trailer full here, because the next trailer full is not even going to be a full trailer worth, and I don't really feel like it's worth driving all the way there just for that little bit left, because I think it's only 8,000. So we'll let that corn stay for next time we go to sell, and maybe it'll add up later. So we're going to get this tractor back. It almost feels like this tractor's struggling a little bit to pull this trailer. Maybe it'll do a little better once it gets on the road. It's definitely not pulling at full speed, which is kind of crazy. I would have thought this tractor would have had a plenty. But okay, while that's going back, this tractor is done doing that. That tractor over there is done with the bale trailer. The cows, let's take a peek at them. Got full water, full food. We must have ran out of water for that. Oh well, they have plenty. This one's the one I'm more worried about. Next month, we'll be able to sell them for a little over $1,500. We will have to invest in some more cows to put back in that field, which it looks like 25 is going to be the number. I don't think this field holds any more than 25. Yeah, this field only holds 25, so we will be buying 25 new moo-moos. I guess what we can do is go ahead and get prepped. Go ahead and grab the trailer. We'll grab the, I just said it, trailer. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it back to pasture 2 to load up the cows once we take a nap and they've grown up another month. And then they're ready for selling. So we need to send you to cow pasture 1. And there we go. That's done, that's done, that's done. Once we sell the corn, we can go ahead and sell it and then send this tractor back on its way. And while it's on its way back home, we can take a nap. I just want to grab the pricing at peak times, which is around here. I don't think it's any higher over here, but we're selling it at one of these. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Maybe, what is it called? Grain sale. That's what we do. Farmers market is where we're selling it. So are we actually getting the best bang for our buck? Not quite. Apparently this barge is better, but I think that would take some special time to take care of that. He's almost there. Like I said, after that, I don't believe there's any contracts I really care to do. I'm looking more for selling cows and taking care of what we got going on. I don't think any of our fields need any work. Let's take a quick peek at that. Fertilization's good, good, and good, and good. This one needs fertilizing. Is that one of the contracts? It is. That tractor is stuck. I don't know how he got stuck. We'll take care of that in just a second. Make sure we get this guy back on his way home. So with this, we definitely have enough to buy. I'll probably buy field 7, the one that's fertilized. I'll buy that one because I also want to turn that one into a grass field. So we'll be combining 6 and 7 and make it field 67. And that'll be our supply of grass for probably all the pastures we'll end up having. So we got another 38,000. So we're at 288,000. Oh, he made it. Okay. Well, he was stuck for a second, but he made it. Okay, so like I said, those guys are on their way back home. He's on the way to cow pasture, so we're gonna go over here and take a nappy nap. Or actually, should we go ahead and buy? Oh wow. So we're gonna have 100,000 left over when we buy Farmland 7. Go ahead and buy it. Yes. So with that being said, we do have to buy and sell cows. We should make a little bit of profit. We may make enough to buy 8. I don't know. That would be awesome. But we're gonna take a nap real quick. Let our cows grow up. And I don't foresee us cutting grass. We shouldn't need to. But we might. Eventually that's going to become, well, I can't say that for sure either, because I was going to say eventually that's going to become a once a time episode or something I need to do off camera, because it's going to become a more high in demand kind of thing. But I can't say that for sure, because with this big field we just purchased, these two right here are definitely going to be probably once every couple months, and we'll have more than enough bales in here. So, hot spot, everything's fertilized. Ooh, 7's got weeds. Can we take care of that? Oh, I didn't want to do that. We need to grab the sprayer, right? Let's grab the other green one connected to this trailer over here. We also need to, before we do that, because this is more time consuming, let's go ahead and load in a batch of cows, because they should be 12 months. They're for 16. Move the trailer. Now we can take you to animal dealer. Now while that one's going, we can now attach to our sprayer and go ahead and take care of those weeds in field 7 real quick. I know at the end of the last episode we filled up on herbicide, so we should have more than enough to take care of that field. After this is done, I do want to take a look at those pasture mods that I installed, just to see how it looks like they're going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and get this worker going. And while he's going, we're going to take a look at those cow mods. I'll probably just like look over. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Weeds large. Hopefully this will get rid of them. AI worker. Headland. Go for it. Let's see if it's gonna work out. Okay, so while he's figuring that out, oh yeah, discount store. So I don't think that's a better harvester, to be honest. Okay, so that's definitely getting rid of the weeds. All right. Construction over. Let's look at under construction. So we don't care about that one. It was I have to find it. Cattle pens for beef. Yeah, that's it. So if you look it holds 150 cows, and it has 150,000 liters. That's the problem. That's the problem with these pens here. They indefinitely could hold as many cows as if I could cover the whole map with this one pen. I could do that and hold thousands and thousands and thousands of cows. But at the end of the day, I can only put 18,000 worth of liters in it, and that's not going to keep our cows fed for a like if we go to sleep. See, this is even better. And the pasture can be customized. So what we might do is maybe make field 8 as big as possible. And we might go to like border to border, and we'll make field 8 just a really, really, really big field. And then we'll be able to fill that up with 300 cows. And then we will be able to, I guess, quote unquote, say we've officially been able, because no, not quite. We still don't quite have 500. My goal is to have 500 head of cattle, which means we would need to have our eyes set on another piece of land. Might could do 10. 10's only 100,000. We could do that right now. Is there anything planted in 10? 10's got something green in it. Oh no, it doesn't. It's got sugar beets in it. Well, I don't really care about sugar beets. I don't have a way of taking sugar beets. Let's look at nothing I really feel like doing except for maybe that one still. Let's do that real quick. We're gonna do fertilizing for team. No, not team. I started to say team 8. So accept contract. I'm gonna grab our fertilizer real quick. And we are going to go. Hopefully there's enough fertilizer in this right here alone to go ahead and fertilize it. We will see. Go ahead with that. This tractor's got to be at the daggone. So we're ready to sell. Sell for $9,600. We're gonna buy for $1,800. We are going to take you back to cow pasture 1. So let's do the math real quick. We're making $9,600 per trailer load, and we're buying $1,800. So we're making $7,800 per trailer. All because, for one, we've got to buy the cows back that we're taking out of the pasture, which is understandable. But I mean, $7,800 a trailer load is pretty decent. I do want to take a look at these. So they went through a full 8,000. See, and they're only 3 months old. That's kind of scary. And they drink quite a bit of water too. We may have to move some cows. I know for sure we can do 25 because we've done it. We may have to be investing in let's see. We may have to be investing in field 10 sooner than later. We'll have to do that and buy. We'll have to put it on this line here and then customize it to fit all of field 10, and then move them cows, because I don't know, I think 36 is too much. That's what I'm thinking. We know for sure 25 will work because we've done it. So that might be the cap. This guy's back. I'm gonna stop rambling for you guys, and we're just gonna hop in and out like we did in the last episode, showing the loads of cows as we deliver them. And then once that's done, it'll be time for napping and stuff like that. So I'm also gonna take care of the cows so that everything's good to go. And with that being said, we will be back. Hopping back in real quick. I know I just hopped right out, but we're right back in it. We just finished that contract already. Where am I? Oh, shoot. This is the wrong one, isn't it? This guy's done. I was like, why are we driving where I don't feel like we should be driving? Alright, we're gonna get this guy home. I'm thinking this is going to be needing another fertilizer. Let's go ahead and complete that contract. Complete. That'll pay for the fertilizer we use to ensure that our future field is well taken care of. And yeah, we're gonna be back. Here is load number 2 of cows. And here is 6 more going in its place. Back to cow pasture 1. Alright, here we are finishing up spraying the weeds in our field number 7. We'll send this guy back home. This tractor needed some fuel. Here we are refueling. And then we're going to send this guy back home. This tractor's on his way. We're going to go ahead and take it over. Speed up the process a little bit. Let's see, we need to put those in. Gonna take these out. He's on his way home. He's on his way home. And we'll be back once the tractor ends up at the animal dealer. I'll probably just drive it there myself, to be honest. But we'll be back. Alright, here we are arriving on trip number 3, I think it is. Sell. Buy. Go home. This tractor is still on his way home. This guy is home. Go ahead and park him up. Let's see. We are more than likely going to buy field 10 today. In fact, let's just bite the bullet, go ahead and buy it. With that being said, I do want to go ahead and drop off one of those newer. See, we got 90 there, 150 there. $200 there. I'm thinking we're gonna go with one of these two. 150 sounds reasonable. Let's see, field 10. So let's try to figure out, it looks like this thing is way too big. But it says a place to keep your cows. Is this really going to be? What does this look like? See, this one's too big. This one needs to be in field 8. And we might try this one in field 8. We're going to try this one, because this one looks like it's going to be kind of like just a place to store cows. And with that being said, I don't know how I want to do this. something like this. What are we overlapping over here? Maybe I should do something like that. I don't want it to be a pain in the tail to get into. That should be... Let's put it right there. Now let's go visit it. So, I'm thinking the cows just sit in here. So we put everything on this end. It should be some sort of animal dialogue here. This has got something to do with the manure. And this should be where we feed them. So what does this right here do? Nothing, or I guess it's just so that we can visit. Open. Where do they get their water? Do they not get water? I don't know. I might have to do a little experiment with this one. I don't know. Alright, so what I'm going to do, since we did this, I'm going to go ahead and... Not that. I want to go back here. I want to spray. We're going to get rid of this grass. It should grow back as grass. It might not, I'm not sure. How much is this costing us? Quite a bit, honestly. Okay. Good enough for now. We need to figure out what we're going to be doing next. The tractor behind it is back with another batch of cows. We're gonna go ahead and sell that and then hop back out. So we need to move these over. We need to put these in. And we need to send you to the animal dealer. Come on, mouse. I'm gonna put this up and we'll hop back in once we get to the animal dealer. Alright, we're back at the animal dealer. We're going to sell. We're going to buy. We're going to send this guy back home. I'm thinking I'm going to be selling that cow pasture we bought. I don't think it's going to work. Still thinking about it. I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure how to give them productions. Straw, manure, slurry. Food. Total TMR, hay, silage, grass. Where's the water at? I don't know. I think we're gonna get rid of it. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. We are where? Here we are. Wow, we lost a lot of money on that. 'Tis unfortunate. Let's go ahead and sell the land back. And then we're waiting for these cows to get back home. That's unfortunate. We lost 30 grand, but like I said, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to go ahead and take care of the cows off camera real quick, give them hay. I think they've got the water they need. I think I did that already, maybe not. But we've got one more cow left to sell here. Move to trailer. Don't know why my mouse is giving me so much trouble today. So let's take a look at that real quick. Cows. Water is not good there, or there. Alright, so we need more water. I'm gonna take care of the cows, I'm gonna get them fed, and then we will hop back in when it's time to take a nap in. Alright, here we are selling our last cow. We can only fit one more cow. And then we are going to send that cow home. We'll be back. Alright, we got our last cow right here. Going to move to husbandry. We're going to tell this should be a trailer storage. Tell you to do that. Watering is all done. We're going to feed them up real quick. And then it's going to be time for a little nappy nap. Okay, we are back in. All the cows have been taken care of. Let's see, what did we end up making as far as finances? We sold $40,000 worth of cows and we paid $7,500 worth of cows. Nice. We wasted some land and some money. It's unfortunate. But all in all, we made a pretty decent chunk this month. Alright, so plans. We need a little bit more to buy this land, which we're going to do once we take this nap. And then, what about contracts? We already looked at contracts, right? Yes. This is harvesting, spraying, stone picking, and transportation. Alright. Let's go back to the house. Those tractors are just moving around to get back home. Take a quick nap. Check the discount store. I don't foresee us buying anything. We don't really need anything. We're going to buy field 8. That's going to have corn in it. We need to check when it's time to harvest corn, because that's going to be a heck of a harvest. Let's look at contracts real quick. There's another spraying contract. Or was it fertilizing? I think it was fertilizing. So did that one by chance get fertilized correctly? No, it did not. I think the weeds might have got killed. Is that what that's saying? Yas. Okay. So, cow pasture. Wow. These guys are eating a lot. Why are these cows eating so much? And why are these cows not eating so much? It's the same number of cows. These cows is hungry. These cows is not. I'm not sure. Let's get this tractor out of the way. Tell this to go back to pasture 3, I think it was. Yep, it might be because we didn't have enough room to put hay in it and it was only a little bit left over. I'm not sure what happened there. The water is more than enough. We're not going to do watering. When is it time to do corn? Not the next time we take a nap, but the following time it'll be time to do corn. It's raining, so we can't really do much as far as harvesting grass. We don't particularly need to, because we still have 33 full-size bales and some change. So with that being said, let's check the discount store. Don't need you, don't need you, don't really need you. And we don't need grapes. We're going to unload. We're going to try to fit you in here just like that. We're going to send you home. Stop unloading. Go home. Okay. He's home. He's home. He's home. We're not buying that, but we are going to buy field 8. 184,000. Leaves us with 10 grand. Cows are taken care of. We don't have anything to do, so we are going to be taking another quick and nappy nap. Let's do that real quick. After that, we're going to check on the cows, check on the discount store, and then probably grab another nap, and then the great corn harvest will be starting. After the corn harvest is done, what I can do, I'll start with field 7. Get that harvested. That way we can go ahead and attach 6 and 7 together and go ahead and get grass planted in 7. With that being said, we may go ahead and do 6 as well. I'm thinking maybe so. Let's check the discount store. New day. Oh, this is only a 300 horsepower tractor. Don't really care for that. That's a small header. Don't care for that. Mulcher we don't need. Disc harrow we don't need. It's a 300 horsepower tractor. Is it the 300 horsepower tractor? It is not. Oh wow. So to get it to a we're not buying that. No thank you. Alright, so tractor's still on his way home, that's fine. Oh, let's check on the cows. They need hay. Yeah, something's up with this field. Why is this field eating so much? I am not sure. We're gonna send this guy to hay land. We need to take care of the watering. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. And then once the cows are taken care of, I'm going to take a nap and hop back in and we'll start with the corn. Alright. I was gonna say, why is it just not doing right? It's doing right now. Cows are full, water and all. Tractors are on the way back home. We do not have anything to harvest as of yet. We're about to. We're gonna have all this to harvest. So, with that being said, we're gonna grab another nappy nap. What's the weather looking like? October is looking good. So let's take a nap. I've already moved the harvester over to field 7, so it can go ahead and get ready to start harvesting that. Once that's harvested, we're going to jump over to field 8 and harvest that. Once that is harvested, I'm going to look into possibly, wow, this is a big field. Look into possibly one of those other cow mods. So what I'm thinking is the one that had the adjustable fence in it. We could do the fencing better. That's what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to drop this off. I'm going to be grabbing the plow and getting the plow ready for connecting those two fields together. And then we may go ahead and cut field 6 so there's no confusion. In fact, let's just go ahead and bite the bullet and do it. Because the only thing we got going on is corn. And corn is only that harvester and the Challenger. Let's get the Challenger ready. All he needs is the grain trailer. That's all he needs. And we're going to just park him over there. And we're going to use all the other tractors in order to cut field 6. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the equipment set up. All the equipment over there ready to go. And then we're going to hop in and show that off. Contracts. Let's look at contracts. Something good could be happening. Like plowing. Plowing is always worth it in my opinion, but we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. No contracts. We got enough work for now. We're at 91,000, so we should be able to harvest the corn and harvest the field 6, and we should have enough, if not now, really soon, in order to start getting field 8, I think it is, with the cow pasture. We will be back, so I'll stop talking in broken sentence. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start unloading the harvester. It hadn't reached the 80% load yet, but it should be getting close. So we'll go ahead and ride alongside it and get it going. I was in the process of taking care of the cows. That's what one of those guys was doing. I guess we'll go ahead and unload it completely. Once that's done unloading, I'm going to finish taking care of the cows with water, as you can see over there. He's at cow pasture number 2. And I decided pretty much that we are going to use whatever bales we get from field 6 to take care of today's cows, and then whatever's left over we'll put in storage. So back to taking care of the cows I go. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the tedder going. I think the mower's got a good enough head start in order to stay ahead. If not, I'll take over and make sure it stays ahead. But we are going to get the tedder going. Let's do 9 meters for 2. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll try it. See what happens. Realistically, I only need like 3 bales to come out of this. I'm honestly just cutting it so that we can go ahead and get these 2 fields connected, and then we'll be better suited for when it's time to harvest all at one time. So the tedding is going. It looks like they're basically the same size, so maybe the mower will stay ahead of the tedder. We will see. I will be back. Alright, so just for future reference, the tedder is slightly bigger than the mower, because you can see it's overlapping a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't cause problems in the future. We are going to find out for sure, but that's just a little update. I decided to hop in and let you guys see it for yourselves, to use it as a learning opportunity for somebody later. Corn is still on his way. We'll go ahead and probably try to unload it real quick while he's on a easy stretch to grab a hold of. I'm not going to make it. He's going to be driving into corn. But we're going to go ahead and unload him. Let's see, after that, it is cultivating, it is plowing, and it is planting of the grass. I'll be back. I know I just got real quiet. Just trying to match speeds and everything. We'll be back. Alright. The grass is done being cut. The tedder is over there doing something weird. I'm going to take that over here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy parked out of the way so that I can get my windrower going. Just going to stick him right here. I think the tedder was 9 meters. I'm interested to see how wide the windrower is. We may need to delay kicking this off. So 9 meters. Oh, so the windrower is actually smaller. Nice. Alright, go ahead, windrower. Like I said, I'm going to take over the tedder because he's acting weird. And we will be hopping back in a little while. Alright, we are done with the tedding. We are just in time because we just got the message a few seconds ago that our grain bin is getting full on our harvester. So we are going to be unloading that really soon. That'll be harvester load number 3, I think it is. It's been a really decent yield so far. While we've got this tractor unoccupied, we're going to grab the bale trailer because we are about ready to start baling field 6. Because tedding is out of the way. I don't know why tedding seems to be the one that always acts weird, but it's done. So we will manually, of course, have to do the baling, because for whatever reason that's not able to be automated just yet. We are going to unload this harvester real quick, and then I will hop back in once we start baling. I'll be back. Alright, we're hopping back in our tractor with the baler. I have reset the bale count, and we are going to start baling. We need to lower, turn it on, and we need to start the process. The windrower has successfully made it through its first 2 headlands, so it looks like we have fixed our problem we were having the first time we harvested this land, where we had this fence a little too close, which is really good. I'm glad it worked out that way. I was really hoping it was going to, and it did. So we are going to start this whole baling process, and once I have concluded our baling process, I will probably be hopping back in. I'll also hop back in if we get another grain silo full. Next silo, we're going to have to unload the trailer because we're actually about to fill up the trailer, which is exciting. If you think about it, every 28,000 liters of corn is 40 grand. So that means that field there alone is pushing 40 grand worth of corn, which is good for us because it only costs us probably maybe 5 grand to upkeep and plant and all that, even though that will no longer be a cornfield. I like numbers, so I just spit those out for you guys. We will be back. Alright, we're back in. The windrower has just finished doing its task. Also, the harvester has finished their task. So we will be moving the harvester on to field 8 once we unload it into the trailer. That is the goal. And then we will be moving the windrower out of the way. Like now. Fold you up, get you out of the way. Didn't quite put that all in a row, but that's okay. We'll take care of that ourselves. I think the harvester almost filled up again because I did see the 80% sign and I was about to hop over, but then I looked and saw how much was left and I said, yeah, we got enough. So we will be unloading it as much as we can because I don't think the trailer is going to hold what's in there right now. Once we get that done, I'm going to do that off camera. We are going to hop in the harvester. Yeah, 97%. Almost a whole nother harvester full, which is awesome. So we made over 40 grand on this field alone. So all in all, we spent, what is it? We spent 180 something on it, I believe. We spent 182,000. So in total, once we sell the corn when it's prime corn, we will be actually only have spent 140,000 on this field, which is awesome. We have more than enough bales. It's going to be looking like out of field 6 to probably last us until it's time to cut grass again. And at that time, we will be cutting field 6 and 7, aka field 67. This field we're about to do with corn is not going to be nearly as good as this last harvest because it was only fertilized 50% and it had weeds in it. That is unfortunate, but free corn is free corn. Plus, I really hope that we will be turning it into a bigger pasture like I've been wanting to do. That's later. We need to unload you. We might need to, I think the red tractor is unoccupied right now. We might be switching over this to the red tractor so that got a little bit more power. I don't know how many bales we've got so far. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 hanging off the back. So that field alone is, every month we're using 3 bales right now. So that would be 4 months of food already, and we're not done yet. Which means that by the time, if we were struggling for food, by the time that field and field 7 are done growing, it would be more than enough time for us to have enough time to be ready to harvest it again for our pastures. I'm really hoping that the next mod we try, for one, we don't waste money on it, and two, it's actually going to work the way I want it to work. If not, we're just going to have a bunch of fields everywhere, or cow pastures everywhere, and we might just have to start doing like multiple cow pastures in each field. I don't really want to do it that way. I would like a really, really big cow pasture that basically works the same way we've got it. I just don't know if any of these mods is it. We are dumping the corn. The harvester is well on its way. I'm about ready to start back that. So we're going to get this guy over to field 8. He's already flashing again, it looks like, for... What do you got going on here? Figure yourself out and keep going. Thank you. We're going to get this guy over. Oh, snap, we're still not done. Keep dumping. My bad, corn. It's a lot of corn. Now we're done. We'll just get it over here at field 8. Right around here. And we're gonna go back to baling. We'll be back once it's time to start unloading the harvester again. Alright, we are done. I'm trying to unload. I thought it was a... So we ended up with a total of 20 bales. And I do believe that field 7 is probably almost the same size, if not maybe a little bigger when we get done with it. So that should be 40 bales out of those 2 fields together, which is, at the moment, it's going to be 10 months worth of food, which is more than enough. So I'm going to be putting up the baler. I'm going to grab the baling cart and go ahead and get those carts picked up, because I want to get this tractor going with cultivating. It's going to cultivate the field, and then it's going to, first of all, it's going to plow. I'm going to plow it and get those fields connected, and then I'm going to cultivate, and hopefully it'll only cultivate the corn section. I don't think it's going to cultivate the grass section, but I could be wrong. And then once that's done, we'll be planting grass, whether it is all of the field or just some of the field. But then after that, we will probably, no, not in today's episode. We still got a lot of corn to get. We got corn to get. We got hours and hours of corn to harvest. So once we get all the corn harvested, we will be ending today's episode. But for now, I'm gonna get these bales picked up, and then once the bales are picked up, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to be plowing the field in order to get them connected. I would like to make it just a little bit bigger, but I don't know how much bigger we can go. I'm going to try, but we've got pretty much a trailer full. We do have a trailer full. That leaves us 2 bales. And that might actually be perfect for the cows. That needs a bale, that needs a bale, that does not need a bale. Perfection. So we're going to go ahead and put these up. I'm going to put it in transport mode. And then after that, we'll be able to just scoop up those other 2, feed the cows, and then I will hop back in once I start plowing with Big Green. I'll be back. I'm back in, you guys. Oh, we were actually blocking the harvester. I was gonna say forgot that the harvester was getting kind of full, but looks like it's not getting any fuller because we're blocking the way. I'm trying to turn around so that I can get right beside it and unload it real quick. Go ahead, do your thing. Yeah, going back all the way up. Is that what we're doing? Am I in the way? Is that the problem? I guess I was. Alright, we're gonna get this guy unloaded. We are done picking up the bales. It's gonna be feeding the cows with that. Once we get this guy unloaded and get the cows fed, I'm gonna hop back in with the plow. I know I've said that multiple times. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. We'll be back. Alright, we are here with the plow. I don't want it to allow to create fields just yet. I don't think it is. It is not. We're going to back up to the edge. We're going to allow fields. We're going to go ahead and knock this edge here out. I was looking at the field. I don't think we're going to be able to make it much bigger. So I'm not even going to worry about making it bigger. My goal is just to connect the 2 so we can have one big field for grass. Yeah, I'm not even going to worry about trying to make it bigger. I would like this pretty square though. There we go. Pick up, fold. We're going to go ahead and take this back. While we're back at the farm, we're going to grab the cultivator. Hopefully, like I said, we can just cultivate the corn area. And then with that, we can hopefully grab the seeder and just plant the corn side. After that, it will definitely need fertilizing. So we will be fertilizing it. And by then, we might be done with field 8 doing the corn. We've got a lot of corn to do, you guys. We'll be back. All right, we are back with the cultivator. I'm kind of curious to see what happens when you cultivate. It does that to the grass. But does that make it so that there's no longer grass planted here? It does indeed. So I'm thinking we might have to manually do this, which is fine. I can do that. The harvester is only at 29%. I haven't put this stuff back up yet. In fact, he's waiting to go back home, which is fine, because I can manually park him now. Like this. I'm going to manually cultivate what I said I was going to. Alright. So to do that, we have a nice big pretty field now. And we're going to do it like this. Oh wait, quit cultivating. Like this. and we're just going to cultivate the corn part, and then hopefully we'll be able to turn a worker on the grassing part of it, or planting the grass part of it, and everything will be fixated. We will be back. Alright, we're back over at the harvester. He's full. We're going to unload him real quick. We are still cultivating away on the freshly harvested corn on field 7. Hoping, like I said, I'm hoping me doing it manually will save a little bit of time with the seeder. So once I get done dumping this harvester out, we're going to hop back over to the cultivator, and we will more than likely be finishing that before this harvester finishes this field. So I'll be showing you guys the end result of that once that's done. I will be back. Alright, I actually did not beat the harvester like I thought I was. So we are back over here. This field had a little bit more corn in it than I thought it was going to have, honestly. We got almost a whole nother load. We won't quite have a full trailer load, I don't believe, but it will be close. It'll be enough to where we're going to dump it before we start getting the next bit of corn out of the other fields. So yeah, that's on the way. We'll get out of the way of this so we can continue doing this thing, and we will for sure be done with the cultivating after we get done with this. So back to cultivating I go now. Alright, last little bit of cultivating going on. We're going to go grab the seeder now, and hopefully the seeding takes place on this side of the field and not that side of the field, even though I don't think it'll matter on that side of the field because grass is already there. After the seeding comes the fertilizing, so that'll be next on the list because both fields need one layer of fertilizing, and field 7, the one with the corn in it, needs another layer after that, but that'll have to be the following month after it's had one stage of growth. So I am here for the seeder, which is the green one. I don't think it has fertilizer on this, does it? I'm pretty sure it's the other one that does the fertilizing. Yep. Alright, so we're going to run back over here and get the seeding going. Like I said, hopefully it only does it on the side that doesn't have grass. I'm going to try and get the parts that I screwed up a little bit on and go ahead and get that done so that hopefully it can be as successful as possible. So let's try that real quick. Big old field. So back it up. To do this, we have grass. We want to lower the seeder, and we want to turn on the seeder. We also want you to actually do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Turn around. Get back in this lane. Lower and plant. And then we're going to do it one more time. Like that. So we should be more than enough now. Let's take a quick peek by doing this. I don't like that it's not showing me that, but we're going to try it. We're going to tell it to get over here. AI worker, go for it. Figure it out, boss. The cultivator's still going, so we might actually fill up this trailer load. We are going to fill up the trailer. So let's go ahead and unload the harvester. We'll get it as empty as possible before we move on to the next field. And then, I wish we had gotten more fertilizer on this thing now. We would have had 50% more, I guess, more yield than what we got this time. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Anyways, we got a lot of corn. The harvester will be done soon. We'll be moving it on to the next field. And then we're going to peek on the cedar here and there and make sure it's doing right. Other than that, we're going to be hopping in and out probably. We'll be back. So quick little update. It does appear to be doing what we wanted it to do, and it's only going to plant grass where there's not grass already planted. That's pretty awesome. We might have to go back and do that little spot there ourselves. Oh wait, that's going to be the ups and downs. I mean the headlands. So we're good. We'll be back once it's time to move the harvester. See you there. Alright, harvester's done. I am doing some thinking. I think that we're not going to plant corn again. I think from now on we're going to put more cow pastures down, and we're going to become a cow farm, you know. The reason I say that corn right there takes forever to grow, and by the time it's done growing, we're only making like 40,000. I don't feel like that's worth it. 40,000 that's supposed to last us all year long while we're growing these cows. Why not have more cows to offset the profit? Because 25 cows for the year, that's $1,600 a piece. It's the same price as the corn. So I mean, we might be getting the corn a few months early, but look at all the fertilizer and all that stuff we're having to use in order to take care of the corn. So I think we're not planting corn anymore. I think we're going to do some more cow pastures, and we are going to try that. So here we go. Gonna get this corn knocked out, and we'll be back once it's time to unload the harvester, I guess. That's all we really got going on now. Alright. Field 3, 4, 5. It's time to unload. I don't know what the harvester is. They can sit right there and wait. Or it's gonna drive away. What are you doing, harvester? Make up your mind. Oh my God, harvester. You're killing me. Figure your life out. We want you to stop. Keep going. Go. Alright, you guys see it. We'll be back. Alright, guys. We're back. The grass has completed planting, it looks like. Growing. I'm not sure why this isn't green. It should be green, but we do know it's growing because that's grass that's already planted. Take a quick peek at that. But I went ahead and let that finish. I also ended up filling up the trailer with corn, so we need to dump that off. And also, I went ahead and let the harvester get full. This tractor is struggling to pull this trailer. I'm surprised. Might have to get Big Green on it. Anyways, we are going to be dumping this out and then unloading the harvester. And then once we unload the harvester, it'll finish up that it'll be finishing up that field. And then we will be moving on to the third. Have we cut 3 fields already? 4th. It'll be field 4 of corn. Because 7 was corn, 8 was corn, field 3, 4, 5 is corn. So we will be moving on to field 2, getting the corn out of that. And then while that's happening, at some point I'm gonna get fertilizer going. I also need to put everything up for the day, but we'll get all that done once I get the harvester going in field 2. So I'm gonna drive back over there, get it unloaded, finish up field 3, 4, 5, and then once we start field 2, I'm gonna pop in, let you guys see us start that, and then I'm gonna do a little cleanup while the harvester is working on field 2. So we'll be back in a minute. Here we are, completing field 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go ahead and dump it completely empty. And then, like I said, we're going to drive over here to field 2, get a worker going on that. While the worker's going on that, I'm going to play clean up, put away everything. And then, like I said, eventually I'm going to get a fertilizer going, which is, I'll jump in once we start doing that. I'm just really jumping in to show you guys I'm starting field 2. So, field 2 will be done. I got to play clean up. And then I will be back once we start fertilizing that field. We'll be back. Alright, we got the first load in field 2 done. We're driving over there to unload it. And then after that, we're going to get the fertilizing done. And then after that, we're going to do a little cleanup off camera. Alright, here we are about to start fertilizing. The harvester's still going. I'm thinking we're probably going to need to move the Challenger over to the fertilizer because I don't think it's going to have enough. I still got a little bit of cleaning up to do, but it's moving along. It's just putting stuff back in its usual places, so you're not missing anything. But alright, hopefully this guy does right. We'll see. But hopping back out for now. Alright, we don't quite have a trailer load full. I'm gonna go ahead and go take it to the grain silo. I'm thinking we're gonna have pretty close to a whole nother load maybe. That would be nice. I got everything cleaned up. It's looking like we're going to have enough fertilizer to go ahead and finish that field. So I didn't actually need to bring the fertilizer cart over there. But we are definitely going to have to fertilize that 1/2 again because it's only coming up as a slight, in fact, it's already done. It's only coming up as a slight dark blue. Not quite done. It's almost done. It's just got this little outer part to do, I think. But anyways, let me think about my words. So we're going to do that again next month. The corn is going along. Everything's cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and take this tractor back where it goes. And then we're going to probably come back once the corn is done. I got some things I want to talk about, but I want to be able to think about it while I'm talking about it. So what I'm going to do is just look at some things and figure out if that's the direction I actually want to go or not, and then I'm going to tell you guys about it. I know we already talked about going away from planting corn. So with that being said, not this menu. With that being said, we no longer need the harvester, so we could probably sell the harvester. So we could sell the trailer, the header, and the harvester then worth hardly anything. I was thinking it was going to be worth a little bit more than that. That's unfortunate. But that's 29,000. Let's say that's just 39,000 right there. We also had the corn harvester. We could sell that. I don't remember. There we go. That's worth 13,000 at least. So about 43,000 we'd get back on that. With that being said, we need to go to the store and we need to start thinking about, for one, I think we need to upgrade sizes on some things. For example, I think we need to invest in a bigger cow trailer because that's something that's going to become very tedious if we're only doing 6 cows at the time. And, well, I mean, the best we got is 12. I'd rather buy 5 of those and have 5 tractors going than 12 or one of those. That'll probably be what we do. We'll probably invest in some more of these trailers, at least 2 or 3 more. And then we will also, don't really need bigger, faster tractors per se, but we will need maybe a bigger waterer. That's something we might need to look at. So instead of this one, we need that one. The only thing is, I don't know if that one can be hooked to a trailer. I think there's some sort of dolly thing, and it's 90 grand. We might have to just, we might have to just take a couple trips with this. I just can't make myself. It's 4 times bigger, but it's also 3 times the price. I can't make myself spend 90 grand on a water holder. So with that, sorry, squirrel. So with that, I guess we're not going to upgrade waterers. We will upgrade quantity on trailers. So that means if we buy 3 more of those, we should have enough tractors to transport them. Our bale trailer, I believe, is going to be big enough. No problems with that. And then what we're going to have to start doing is, I honestly think that's going to be it. Yeah, I think that's it actually. So we'll just have to do multiple watering runs for the cows with that. Oh, one thing I am going to want to do is I'm probably going to delete all the auto drive I've got done so far, and I'm going to redo it so that it's one or two really detailed big loops. That's going to take probably a couple hours. I'm not going to do that on camera. I will show you guys how it turns out once it's done. But like I said, that's going to take a long time, and it's not going to be very entertaining at all. Oh, look at there. We had enough fertilizer. But that's not going to be something you guys are going to watch probably. So I'm going to save you guys that torture. And with that being said, we are pretty much just waiting on the harvester. I was going to say there's a word I'm looking for. The harvester, in order to probably end today's episode there. I've got some other things I want to test out with the other cow mods. I don't want to waste money again and buy it and then it not work for us. I really, really hope that I'm not going to have to get a bunch of the small pen farms like we got, which means that just means we're going to have a bunch more fields to take care of. I'm hoping we can get either one or two really big ones in this, and then we'll have the capacity for 500 cattle, but I'm not sure. We need to get the fertilizer trailer back. About time to refuel all the tractors with fuel. We'll do that probably another day, but are you gonna make it, Challenger? Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, we're gonna go empty out that harvester like you guys have already seen a few times. We're gonna let it finish up its job, and then we're probably in today's episode with fields all done. We'll be back. So we're back. I have completely run this vehicle out of fuel. How are we going to fix that? I need to look at ways of transporting gas. One of these to it. I don't know. I don't know. We may just be SOL and what's that? Slurry. Is there really not a gas trailer in this? Gas, fuel, whatever you want to call it. There's got to be, because there's ways to fill up like the little fuel container outside of our barn. There's a way to fill that up. Is it miscellaneous? Yes, it is miscellaneous. I'm not looking to spend that much on fuel though. 29,000 to save that little bit of that right there. It ain't worth it. So, what we are going to do is we're going to take what we got, we're going to put it up into the silo. I need to refill all my tractors because I don't want that to happen again. We're going to just sell that harvester because next episode I fully intend on getting the proper cow mod out. I'm going to actually do that offline and make sure I get the right one. I've got another save file to test these mods on so we don't mess up our game. So I'm going to test all those like I should have done with the first one instead of wasting our money. But you live and you learn. We will be, let's see, we'll be selling that harvester next episode for sure. We will be probably sleeping a couple of months, honestly, because after that we're pretty much waiting on our cows to mature. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Okay, so anyways, blah blah blah, we're going to end today's episode there. I appreciate you guys taking the time out your day to watch my videos. We sold some cows, I think, or was that last episode? We did that. We've done a lot. It's been like, I don't know, 4 hours. But you guys won't get a 4-hour video. I'll cut it down and let you guys see that. But we harvested all the corn. Let's look at a map. I can think better like that. We harvested 3, 4, 5. We harvested 2. We harvested 7 and replanted that with grass. We harvested 8. And I'm fairly certain we did cows, did we not? I think we did cows as well. Well, I could look at... Probably not. I can't remember. Sorry, guys. It's all starting to merge together on me. Anyways, recap. We're going to be selling the harvester. We will be investing in more than one cow trailer. We will be buying a modded cow pasture so that we can do better with taking care of more cows. Probably stick it in 3, 4, 5. I may, probably not, but I may save 2 as a grass field just in case it doesn't look like we're going to be able to keep up, which I'm sure we will be. 8 will eventually be a good sized cow pasture as well. And next couple episodes, we'll probably be ending this series here soon. Like I said, we wanted to get to an operational cow farm where we had at least 500 cows. I'm going to be more than likely getting to that point. It's going to be a lot of cow trailers and a lot of transporting. And then after that, it's going to be a matter of keeping the cows fed, keeping the grass cut, and keeping them watered. And that's just a big cycle of repeat. And we will be having to look into doing something else. So I'll probably be starting another series soon on something else you guys can watch. If you guys can think of something interesting that you guys would like to see me do, or see me, sorry, I'm just looking at everything on the map. See me attempt, like I know there's a wood logging in this game. I could do something like that. Could also try a different animal. I've never done, the only animals I've done are chickens, and chickens really aren't much to it. They just hatch eggs and then you sell the eggs. I could do a bunch of greenhouses. I could do, there's a lot of stuff in this game. If you guys can think of anything in this game you guys want to see, I'll be more than happy to let you guys see me do my attempt at it. If not, I'll be thinking of what I can do. Like I said, we still got another episode or two of this, and then I'll be coming up with something else. But in the meantime, I appreciate you guys taking time to watch my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.